Hello guys and welcome to the third episode of Magic Farm 3 The Harvest. As you can see, I found an area for my base, for my permanent base. I was considering just staying where I was, which is about 300 meters away from there, but this area is just gorgeous. I mean, look at the views. Look at those very cute birch trees. It is, and look at there. And the fir trees. I did do quite a bit of deforestation, unfortunately, and I put some work into flattening this land. And now I'm spending some time building fences because my big fear with living above ground and not in glorious isolation is ogres. Ogres coming in and destroying my whole base and me losing everything. Now, allegedly, putting a 3 long fence means that they will not be able to see me through it. I'm not sure if that is true, and I will take some more precautions, but really I do want to have a base sort of on normal ground, unlike what I did last time. This is a little bit small, and what I might do eventually is put some soil down here, build this up, so I can make like a proper rectangle. But because the farming, the agricraft farming, is just gonna take a ton of land. But I think maybe, where is the sun? I don't know, let's sleep maybe. I need to go home and show you the stuff there. The only other thing is there's also this black pool of stuff here, and this could be oil, but I actually think it might be sludge. Now, if this is sludge, then I'm sort of wondering about just starting off very quickly with a sludge boiler and getting all the things that you can get from sludge. I don't think I could pump this, so I'd sort of have to put it in the sludge boiler by hand. And of course the sludge boiler gives you nasty effects. So it's all rather complicated. But I think I could get some, and maybe I should just wait and build a farming machine and get the sludge that way. But this is tempting because I don't want to go to the nether yet. But I really need some soul sand because I found one bit of nether wart in one of those village greenhouses. I'm gonna sleep before heading out. Yeah, I found a piece of nether wart in those village greenhouses, and I would really like, I think this is full of wood. God, I got so much wood from chopping down those trees. I also did some mining, and I got quite a few nice minerals. I also found some redstone and some emeralds under the ground, which I've left there for the time being because I am going to make myself a boat. Because I am going to want to... Do I still have wood on me? Complicated. Derpy. What was I saying? Oh yes, I really need to get redstone ore so I can agricraft some redstone plants. And here's my boat. And to get that I need to put some redstone ore under the soil. So one of the very first things I am planning to do is to make myself a silk touch pick. And I've been to the villages again, and I kidnapped some villagers. So that is all done. Actually I've already traded one of them. So I've got... What am I doing? What am I doing? It's not E, is it? It's Shift. I've been playing, you can tell, I think. I've been playing some Ark Survival Evolved. I think I think quite a few Minecraft players nowadays are having problems remembering the right keys to use. Okay, we really want to avoid this. Oh, this is where the lava pool is. Right, anyway. Yes, I have some villagers. I already have one emerald, and I am going to want to make a silk touch pick. I'm gonna have to make a new pick though, because this one has already got luck on it. Anyway, I will see you in a minute. Okay, I am back in my temporary hole, and let's just show you some of the changes I've made here. Well, not that much. This is still growing. Very painful. I did get this bag, which is a rare treasure. I did also find 2 more ender lily seeds, but look at that ender pearl. Should have done this ages ago. Right, so I'm gonna stick that in there. Very good, very good. Where am I keeping my gold coins? Blast protection 4. That's very useful when fighting the wither, it appears. Okay, yeah, so this will soon grow faster. Well, actually, it's, you know, it's the Enderium plants that I want the enderweed seeds that I want to grow. I think these will be much better. I figured out these, so basically you have to make one for each type of seed you keep. So like I can only keep silver rose seeds in here, and they have to be analyzed. So I'm gonna have to make one of them for every seed I keep, which is a bit, well, not very expensive. The thing that annoys me is that they, even though I used oak wood to make them, they come out looking like they're dark wood. So this seems to be a problem with the AgriCraft things. I think it's a bug. I'm trying to get my forest. Oh, shite. That really wasn't a good move. Because now we'll have to wait for this to grow. But yeah, I'm trying to start breeding out the diamonds and the silver. So this is now 742 and 733. So the gain is what I'm really interested in. But as I think you can appreciate, I have now quite a few diamonds. I think I have some more in the chest, and I'm building up my silver supply. I've also mined quite a lot of silver, but I'm gonna need tons of it because you need it to make the mirrors for the solar panels, and you need an insane amount of mirrors to make the higher level solar panels for power generation. So yeah. Okay, let's make I use most of my cotton crop to make these strings, but I'm gonna need, let's make the silky jewel. 1, 2, 3. Oh! I need another one. Is it day? Please tell me it's day. It looks like day, more or less. Looks like evening actually. That's very nice. Oh, what a pain. Some tearjerker. Oh, I'm gonna feel so good if I can put all of this in a nice secure place and I don't have to keep climbing out of holes to reach it. Where is the hole? Here it is. I've also made myself a pot that I still have it on me. It's supposed to be hanging here. And I've been cooking more meals. So this now has the pot roast, the meaty stew, the hot dogs, etc, etc. So I'm pretty well situated as far as getting food is concerned. I'm not starving. Let me show you these. These are the baba seeds, and look what they produce. and I have one like that for cow steaks too. So I'm now wondering whether I'm going to go the pressing of soya root, because that's what I usually do to produce, I use soya as a meat substitute. Excuse me. But what is really cool about the AgriCraft plants is that they can be automated a lot more. The soya needs to go through the presser twice, or is it 3 times, before it's a meat substitute. Whereas here I could just harvest these plants and send them to a cyclic assembler and make the meals automatically. So yeah, that's something I might actually end up not using the soya after all. The nice thing about the soya is it's the same for all meals that require meat, which makes things simpler, so I don't know. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, making silky pig. I started this episode thinking, okay, I'm gonna make a silky pig on camera, and here we are, more than halfway through, and no silky pig yet. Yeah. So this is an emerald I obtained from a villager in a village. I've also brought a bunch of, where is that chest? I've also brought a bunch of villagers with me, and these have fairly good traits. Like, one of them is a stonecraft villager that buys quicksilver, 1 piece of quicksilver for an emerald, which is fantastic. And I think one of them is possibly a spinach villager. Plus we have Botania here, so they actually naturally shed emeralds, so we should have quite a few emeralds soon. Okay, so another alumite pick with a tear jerker thing, and with a paper binding, so I should be able to add this on it right away. And here we have silky. I don't think I will be able to add this now, not yet, eventually. Yeah, so I use the onions for making the tearjerker material. It makes the picks durable, gives them good durability. Okay, so now I'm going to go to where I think my new home will be. I am starting to wonder whether I shouldn't start moving things. Nah, let's wait. Let's wait for the moving. And I'm gonna mine some redstone ore, and I'll come back to start making redstone. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, my trip has been quite successful. I also found, so I'd find these previously when I was mining. I just marked the locations, I didn't take them. But anyway, 8 redstone ore to start with will be quite nice, and I also found some lapis, so that will be excellent. But the plant I want to make right now is the redstone dendron whatever. It makes redstones, and this is where we need the redstone ore. So this is made with red tulip and daisy, and as it happens, I got both of these flowers from the village greenhouse, so I don't have to breed them, which is such a relief. So I am just gonna wait till they grow, I guess, which isn't happening now. Okay, so the other thing I did is I did make a drum, and I took some of that sludge from the pond, and it's not really working very well because the sludge, yeah, it's quite, it's quite slow work taking it with a bucket, and I don't think there is actually all that much in the drum. So the final thing, so the ultimate thing, which I'm gonna do soon, look, my silver rose is spreading and growing. So let's take those. Sorry, completely off topic, but multitasking, that's what we're doing here, we're multitasking. Let's just see what these new plants are at now. Just out of interest, I'm gonna need a lot of silver. 853. At least that means it should grow quickly. And 753. Okay, we want the gain. So let's put the parents in here. And let's plant this again. And underground, I'm gonna have to set up the spawner, the cursor spawner, very soon, because I really need bones. I'm hardly finding any skeletons to kill. You know, I've killed quite a few zombies, but no skeletons. So yeah, I don't know whether I can bone meal these, but I think the roses can be bone mealed, or at least they were in the last version, which was lovely. Okay, so these are not grown yet. So I've been looking at some recipes for MFR recipes, and it's quite annoying because they all use the thermodynamics machine frame rather than the MFR machine frame, which is much easier to use. The recipes are basically much harder, but I don't think it will be impossible to make them. Let's just get rid of this bit of tin because I don't want to be making copper. Tin is very precious. And let's dump some copper in. So it seems that the only way of making the tin gears is through the, oh no, it isn't. Okay, well, this is what I'm gonna do then. Never mind all of that. Let's throw in another piece of copper. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do all of this in this episode, but I will make the gears, and I'll make the planter and the harvester. Now in the last season I didn't use MFR, I just went totally with progressive automation, but I think MFR is just so much more powerful. And even though the recipes are more expensive than usual, there's nothing actually in here that I don't have or I can't make. And the harvester is going to produce sludge. So I'm also going to make the sludge boiler, which is here. Again, not that terribly difficult. And this will produce all sorts of soils for me. Mostly it will produce dirt, which isn't very useful. But hopefully I will also get stuff from it like soul sand, which is what I really want, but also mycelium, which will make nice mushroom farms, etc, etc. So well worth doing. Come on guys, are you not done yet? Are you not mature yet? Honestly, bone meal would be so useful. I do have one bone, and I guess I could make, this is just so amusing. I guess I could make a watering can, but the watering cans are not so nice in here. Let's look at it, because every 10th use they used to produce zombies. In fact, let's see whether that still works that way. Well, I should get 3 bone meal. I think I need a piece of bone meal for Botania, which I plan to get into soon, which is why I didn't particularly want to use this up, but how much waiting can one do, really? Okay, and we need a pot. Sorry this episode is sort of all over the place, but I think this is often what happens when you're setting up. You know, I want to do all the things. And some iron. Just have to be prepared. We just have to be prepared to, will this work? Oh, no, it won't work. What's the weather like outside? It is night. I don't know, I mean, Jaded Cat's been so kind with so many things. Maybe she took away the zombie producing watering can. Okay, here goes nothing. Nope. I do believe it still produces zombies because, you know, once it gets to 10. Okay, anyway. That is good to know. I mean, it's not that I'm having major problems killing zombies. But. Does it work on this? I think it does. So it's very useful in all ways, except for the zombie thing. It doesn't seem to work on the diamonds though. Well, you know, it's not too bad, and in a way it gives some training to my sword. I'm really hoping to be able to upgrade this a little bit, so yeah, I can live with that. Nothing happening here. Let's just quickly make this, I shouldn't really be mixing so much stuff up. I totally forgot that I made some resonant ender, and that I need to make ender soil to make ender pearls, but I guess we'll leave that for the next episode. That was a little bit scary. Oh, too many things in inventory, as always. Okay, I'm going to cut here, I think, because all this crafting is probably quite boring. Okay guys, well, this took a very long time indeed. I don't know what was going on. All I was getting was daisies, red tulips, and of course weeds. I don't know. In the end, I actually broke everything and replanted these, twisted their positions around, and that seemed to work. And finally we've got our redstone seeds. Finally, so now I have to just grow this up and I will have an unlimited amount of redstone with no danger of being killed by silverfish. Just to show you in here, we still have the baba seeds, but I also planted the milkweed plant I found in one of the villages. And there you go, a perfect, delicious organic steak. Alright, I think this will do it for now. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode I will probably move to the new location, but for now I will sign off and see you next time.